Every team has a history. Successes, failures, new experiments, surprising discoveries. Capturing that history is vital. So why do the tools that are supposed to help often lead to frustration? Stack Overflow for Teams cuts through the noise. Save countless hours and redundant effort. Tap into the collective knowledge of your team and capture it for the future. No matter who joins or leaves, no matter where or when they prefer to work. For millions of developers and technologists, using Stack Overflow is already second nature. Speed up your team's learning curve and your product's time to market.
I'm Anita Taylor, and I'm the product manager for StackOverflow.com, which is one of the top 50 websites in the world, serving 100 million users every month. So I manage the product backlog for an Agile Scrum team of 6 engineers. We are building features and functionality for StackOverflow.com as well as bug fixes. And one of my jobs is we ship about 20 user stories and bugs per sprint. And one of our goals is to make sure that people are satisfied with our site. So we have a site satisfaction rating of 85% that we strive to improve and maintain. And we've also strived to hit performance targets for all of our releases. So for example, we have a project called Winter Bash that we do every year. And this year we were proud to achieve a 26% year-over-year increase in participation. One of the ways that Stack Overflow for Teams helps us be successful is in communicating features and functionality, both things that are new and things that are historical. So for example, when we have a new product launch, we document the launch on Stack Overflow for Teams. We talk about who it's for, why we built it, and what we built, so that at a later point, people can look back and see what we released and when. And also in the present moment, we can alert our employees, our community team, and other stakeholders about what was just released. Our data team, which is the team that handles data analysis and machine learning across the entire company, they use Stack Overflow for Teams as their incoming ticketing system. So when we want to do in-depth data analysis, we put a request on Stack Overflow for Teams for our data team, and then they evaluate and prioritize the request. So that's one area where we collaborate cross-functionally. Another way is that we use it to ask questions of other experts on the team. So for example, if I have questions about an internal tool that we have, I go on Stack Overflow for Teams and I ask a question about why something is working the way that it's working. And this expert in another functional area will use that question to get back to me. My product team uses Stack Overflow for Teams to coordinate with the community team, which is our support organization for the Stack Overflow user and moderator base. So the community team often has questions about certain features and why they work and how they work. So they're able to come to Stack Overflow for Teams and put in questions about how things work. And then our developers, instead of just having to rely on Slack and answer the same questions over and over, they can go to Stack Overflow for Teams, answer the question once, and then link to that question when people have it again. One of the features with Teams that we use religiously is articles. Articles is long form content, so it's not standard Q&A, and it's a great way for me to make product announcements. When we launch something new, I'll write up a short article detailing what we've released, who it's for, why we're doing it, and it lives there for posterity where anyone can come and see it at a later date. So we have a code base that has more than 5 million lines of code. So you can imagine wrapping your head around all of that is pretty challenging. So a lot of the times when there's historical questions that people don't know the answer to, or things that get really, really deep into the code base, the developers go on teams and they'll ask very specific technical questions. And sometimes the questions are for other people on our team who've been there longer or have worked on that particular piece of the code base. And sometimes it's for other developers in our organization, such as architecture or SRE, where we need expertise from other people.